Hello there guys, and welcome to some more Vaulters. We are very close to getting our Supremacy victory, I think. Having checked a few seconds ago, it did actually update our requirements. So we have 6 out of the 7 major factions capital planets under our control after having conquered Columba over here, on which we should potentially build a portal. It's depleted, so there is not really much to do about it, but that's pretty good. I'm going to assume that that our allies over here have captured the Sophon home planet. I thought it would be Hekim, but it might have been another one. I mean, I see attack him here, but I doubt it's this one. Most likely was Rassam if I'm not, but I might be mistaken, so I'm not particularly sure. The point is that we do have it, and they're kind of cornered around here. Okay, so with that in mind, we're just going to have to chase down the Vodiani, which won't necessarily be easy. I'm not entirely sure if it's Perseus that's going to be their capital. From what I understand, I mean, from what I knew and was confirmed by forums, and if it's not changed in the meantime, it's not their arc that's considered a home system. It's a plan. So ideally, we'd look for it somewhere. I think it's the planet can be found in a system that's differently named, so that might have thrown me a bit off, right? And if we control it already, it's going to be even tougher to look for. Oh yeah, it's here. It's Cinnamon. So this is pretty much it. We have to reroute all the ships over to Perseus, and we should be very fine. Not gonna wait around for the Cravers here on Columba. If they decide to be cheeky and attack, I still should probably send some fleet back here. So our core crackers, we don't have much use for them, although that one was going over for Turkana. You were waiting here for Aiding, which still has a planet, and it will take 2 turns. You're not particularly strong. You're gonna have trouble with these guys, but I'm gonna fight them. Yeah, I think we're fine. So they retreat. That's fair. I'm still unsure if there's an alternative to keeping your Cravers in Spaceport Limbo. That's kind of what I forgot to check in. But yeah. Just gonna casually go through our fleets a bit. Okay, so we do have those. Our core cracker fleets are relatively busy, right? So that leaves us with what? Well, we actually do have 2 fleets here. So this is the stronger one. I think I'm actually going to send this one over there to start sieging it. And I will maintain a fleet here just in case they decide to be all cheeky. I could even actually go here and help. And I think I might even do that, yeah. They're sieging. They want to take it, that's fine. Well, someone ran away. That's fair, I guess. So yeah, getting ever closer. At this point, research is relatively irrelevant, but I mean, realistically, I could go like, what will we research now? We are going to research applied Casimir effect, which I think, yeah, this is the one that has the wrong lore attached to it, extending the work on quantum fluctuations of electromagnetic fields. The applied Casimir effect goes much further, enabling the fabric of space-time to be ripped open. I think this was a subject of a discussion for, like, the lore check. They're going to go about rewriting the lore so it's accurate of the lore of these science things, because the Casimir effect used to be something like, I think it either allowed to travel without using star lanes, either in the beginning with the Endless Space 2 or in the original Endless Space. I don't quite remember what was the case, but that's the point. So basically they changed it up because everybody was absolutely rushing and rushing it, and they wanted people to stop rushing it because that's apparently impolite, or I don't know. They want people to have fun in different ways, I guess. So that's a fun little story. The guys over at Amplitude do a good job of involving the community, even with building new factions. They're asking for votes on how to outline it over on Games Together. So if you aren't necessarily aware of the platform, you should totally check it out. I mean, if you're into the Endless games, and particularly Endless Space 2. I'm not entirely sure how many things are done with the other games, but yeah. Endless Space 2 is currently where it's at. Yeah, let's build another obelisk here, although we won't really make the okay, so Dorado, I think we do have, we're also building them here on Grafias. So yeah, would have to be Origa 2.0 then. We most likely won't actually make the Wonder Victory before the others, so that's going to be fine. But I'm still gonna put them up here, and we're ending the turn. Should be able to start sieging soon, and we'll bring the others up, extending the... I mean, I just read this beforehand. If your memory is as short as mine, that's not really my problem. A better understanding of the interaction between material surfaces and hard vacuums allows more hardy space-critical systems to be created. One way to minimize disruption to complex civilian and military systems is to distribute power generation. Miniaturized fusion generators permit individual systems to have their own power sources, reducing their vulnerability to a general system failure.
The unfallen greet you.
Nah. I mean, you're our friends and all, but we're not that friendly now. We just have a different focus, let us say. Okay. So, this is gonna take an extra turn, and we should actually be orbiting Tarkana. Gonna get rid of that. Oh, they keep retreating on me. That's no fun. Gonna guard. 4 turns. Okay, so how's things over here? Oh, we're being sieged by the silly Vodiani. See? This is why you leave a ship behind. Well, sieged. Leeched, rather. Okay, that's it. We got rid of them. I think I'm just gonna proceed with this. How much is it? They do have quite a bit, but I'll wait a bit longer. Although we do have you guys. Where the hell are you going? Yeah. Go help. I still have to figure out where that Sophon planet of the home might have actually been. I think incandescence is the one you receive from the quest. They have a quest. Well, they have many quests, or a couple of quests, but one of them gives you that particular planet. So it's not Assam. It's not this. I don't know. I really don't know. Temos, maybe? No. Ying? Not even. I genuinely do not know. Well, it's not of not necessarily of interest at the moment, but it would still be pretty nice to be aware of where their silly home planet was, in case it can't be here, can it? No. Okay, never mind. This is gonna be 4 turns. I think we need one more on this one. Yeah, pretty much. Let's queue up some more science. Let's get everything in the science. Okay. So that's that. Dorado's building a ship. Oh yeah, we do have some extra ships over here on Dorado. It's actually pretty nice. Gonna wait for the other one before I send it in. Don't want to overcomplicate things that much. Yeah. Cosmetic genetics. Put +1 population slot on fertile, on sterile. Well, this would have been pretty useful. Why didn't I research it? I don't know, because I was busy researching the things. The military things. I think with the latest update that added 2 small content packs, which had some minor quests, and 7 new tracks to the already excellent soundtrack. I think they've done it so that building military buildings doesn't make you a militarist as much or at all. One of these, I'm not sure which is always pretty neat. It's rather difficult to balance out not being a militarist. It's actually kind of impossible. I mean, the moment you're at war, I can understand that, right? But while you're preparing for it, I mean, you know, just building up a fleet and whatnot, I still felt like a very strong sway towards that ideology, politically speaking, and that's a bit strange. I always found that to be a bit, you know, iffy. Combining insights from extraterrestrial bacteria and the nascent art of nanomachines. This new breed of mechanical organisms can provide assistance in more extreme conditions. We got a handful of probes, different types, and we're finally able to colonize steppies. Insights into the properties of materials at temperatures barely above absolute zero should underpin advances in analyzing or dealing with extreme cold conditions. No idea what this does. Oh, this gives me a Q field accelerator, which gives me 3 movement fleet points, and Ultra IR astronomy. Allows discoveries of nodes and star systems unconnected to star lanes using scanner probes. Couldn't we do that beforehand? What do you mean by discovery, though? Just finding them, just finding out where they are, or something else, maybe? I don't think it's curiosity related. It would be a bit strange if it was curiosity related, to be fair. So they seem to be seeing a lot of action. Let's jump in, see what's going on here. Don't quite have the action points. Well, this one, poof. Where to next? Where are more cravers? Or are there more cravers anywhere? Well, we do have that. And they're pretty much stuck to these planets. So what do we blow up next? I don't know, all the Vodiani planets are pretty populated. Yeah, I think we're going there. What are you doing here, though? That's a bit strange. Ikima. Oh. So yeah. Turns out I did actually get their silly planet. The problem is that last time I was actually thinking the system would be named after the home planet. Right? When that doesn't happen. So Heckim was on Ikima. I just completely disregarded that. Actually, we should go with predictive logistics and just generally speaking production things. I'm gonna leave this fleet to orbit over there, and I'm going to move the one on Dorado to our final thing, to our Vodiani whatnot. Not gonna build anything on Columba. It's a pointless endeavor at this point. Exploration into the nature of antiparticles, coupled with a better understanding of the effects of polarity and time of non-baryonic matter, is beginning to unlock a great deal of insight into all forms of matter. Everything is strange and new in these experiments, from the math required to understand it to the buildings necessary to contain it. So this is battlefield archaeology, and we would get plus 20% science per empires at war and plus 10% science. System improvement, which would have been quite good. Do I want to truce with the Cravers? No, we're fine without one. We can handle some silly bugs. I don't really see this going on for 28 turns for those obelisks to build. I mean, even 19 turns is a bit much. Sure, I'll go with the extra science. Nothing really to lose at this point. Any fancy buildings we can build here? Yeah. Go with the extra fitzy. But we'll start with the cosmetic genetics. Yeah. Gonna do this, gonna merge these guys together. And I'm gonna take you and casually move you over here on Presius. Again, goddamn portals. They're so amazing. I mean, I just moved from Dorado, which is here, to Perseus. I genuinely do not know how I'll handle going back to, you know, playing without portals when I choose my next the next faction to try. Wait a second, did they just leave? So, technically, now I just need to colonize a colony ship. Well, it looks like the Argosy is going to have something to do. I wonder. I mean, they left. They moved their arc when I attacked it. So does this mean that if I colonize the system, I'm basically going to win? Invade. Wait a second, where's the colonize option? But you're the Argosy, right? What the hell happens? Oh, I cannot colonize, really? I cannot colonize in a hostile influence zone. So then what the heck do I do? Well, I guess we gotta take Zeterbia then. This is a bit odd. I'm not entirely sure why it stopped being, Yeah, you just chill here. Not sure why it stopped being, one of their things. So now I'm gonna have to deal with the influence zone. Damn. Well, that's gonna stretch things out a bit. Should I have moved faster, maybe? Should I have invaded when I got there? Not particularly sure. We'll see next turn. In the meantime, we have some funky people. Whoa. We have some funky people doing funky things around here. So yeah, we got rid of those. Just so that the notification will leave me alone. Yeah, by the looks of it, we won't actually win this time, this turn, this episode thingy. Not sure how I feel about this. Yeah, because I can't push the influence area, and it's just generated by Zeterbia. So yeah, it would only make sense for us to go and take the planet. Well, that's pretty much it. System bonuses don't really help if you're a hero that's, you know, not assigned to a system. So getting those, yeah, it's not gonna make a difference of any sort. This isn't nice. Gender is also going to be an issue. That's why. Maybe have my allies attack there. Quadus. Build that. There we go. Quite a nice blob of Volters. Planetary anomalies can be caused by a number of widely varying problems. As technologies and knowledge of xenobiology improves, a number of palliative mechanisms are developed to allow civilian populations to thrive regardless of local conditions, improve management of habitats and biospheres, cheaper and more reliable energy sources, more pragmatic processes to adapt to alien environments. You get far-sighted crops. Pirate mark placed on Columba. I'd love to see them try. Do I fight this? Yeah. Seems... oh my. Well. That's no issue. Yeah, the Argosy, once it gets destroyed, it has to wait. Or we can just use 19,000 dust and repair it. Which is precisely what we did. So now we're gonna actually focus on... we're gonna blow up Turkana. Slowly but surely, of course. And yeah, I guess we're getting Zeterbia. Which will stretch things out a bit further than I wanted them to be, but... war is... war. You can't always expect things to go the way you want them to. Now see, this is confusing me now. Very much so. But the point is that I want their ships to die, so that's fair. Yeah, the fact of the matter is that I'm not sure where their area of influence is. Oh, great. So now I could potentially colonize Perseus. Okay. So their area of influence might be coming from the Arcs. It would only make sense that it does. Problem with that is that I will now need to move my fleets in, but I won't be able to attack them this turn, unfortunately. I'll also take these guys one turn. So if I get rid of these guys, I should maybe finally get the chance to do so. To get the planet and end things with a supremacy victory. As I've said before, haven't really played the Voliani. I'm not sure about their intricacies. I mean, I know vaguely what they're about with the leeching and the movable bases. But yeah, it's relatively new territory. Was this a core cracker? Yeah, this was a core cracker. They're actually attacking Columba. Wow. Just gonna move the fleet back. Probably won't get to attack them just yet, but fleet cannot afford one action point. But I can guard. So I think they'll have to get through me if they want to do anything there. Yeah. Giovannis. One of our better systems. So let's see. Yeah, they brought their arc back over on Perseus, the first Red Purge. It's getting purged itself, so that's done. There we go. Okay. So, where were you? Nope. Okay, so if we get rid of those guys, and then move our Argosy in. God damn it. This is annoying as hell. They have another influence zone thanks to this other arc they brought here. Die. Please. Good. Okay. Finally. Chinomi. We got cinnamon, guys. We got cinnamon. It's a unique planet because cinnamon is unique, I reckon. And did we win? Will the magical screen pop up? Well, by the looks of it, no. I don't really need that. We might have to wait until next turn, but I think we should have it in the bag, as it were. Never mind the production. Let's just end it. And here we are. It is done. Well, I also got 4 achievements. So that's it. This is pretty cool. Managed to win without actually leaving the Alliance. And also a supremacy victory. I've only done science victories until now, I think. So yeah, we're finally there.
We spent centuries trying to understand our past. I wonder if we are ready to face our future. We believed in the lost, but they failed their test of strength. So, we will sail alone into the future, forever exploring, not because we must, but because we choose to.
Well, that's a pretty positive note to end it on. So yeah, we did pretty well actually, all throughout. This was hard difficulty, so it's not the hardest, but that's pretty fair. I don't think we were ever... I mean, yeah, in the first turns we had a bit of a military issue, but then we just skyrocketed. People didn't really hold up to us, and research-wise, yeah, we were pretty much on top of them. I mean, yeah, the Walters are militarist and science-oriented. And our predominant policy was militarists. We had 9 systems at max level. So, yeah. 125 curiosities explored. And our expansion rate was pretty good as well. So yeah, this was it. This was a Walters playthrough. The latest faction added to Endless Space 2. I hope you liked it as much as I did. I enjoyed myself. I like the portals, the mobility, and the Vultures as a faction. Even their ship design is pretty cool. It's arguably not the best of the factions, but yeah, it's pretty neat. Too bad we couldn't see more of the I don't know, space Vikings with the space axe and jetpacks and whatnot. So yeah, thanks for joining me on the ride towards Volta Victory. It was pretty cool. If you enjoyed it, feel free to stick around. There might be more stuff. I mean, there will be more stuff coming. I just need to figure out what exactly. And if you happen to liked what you saw, maybe give Endless Space 2 a try. I mean, it's a pretty cool game. I like it. This DLC is also pretty cool. So, you know, that's always nice to have. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I hope to see you next time.